Okay, switch topics with me for a second.
Yeah.
Alex Pretti.
Pretti is his name. Pretty.
Pretti,
Okay.
Pretti,
Yep.
killed in Minneapolis after protesting. Not sure if you saw, but they have footage that came
Yeah.
out of him 11 days prior to being killed.
Mm-hmm.
And he was out there protesting and he was spitting on the vehicles of ICE. He actually kicked the back tail light and broke it. And they got out the car and roughed him up. You know, some people online that said, hey, he had it coming. You know, he agitated and kept poking the bear.
Yeah, but there still is like rules of engagement though. And like, if someone kicked out your tail light, does that warrant you or to have the justification to shoot and kill someone? And you're a police officer. It ain't like your life was in danger or threatened. I mean, this motherfucker had like a little Bruce Lee kick or something. I mean, it didn't hurt nobody. And would you shoot him over it? No, you spit on your vehicle. I mean, your car gets on every day by a pigeon, you know? It didn't hurt nobody. Unless you're that one cop who lit up that whole car because a squirrel had dropped a peanut or whatever on his fucking car. Unless you're that cop. But I don't think that like that warrants you to kill someone, no. Even the circumstances on how he was killed, I don't even agree with that. I saw some footage, the screen or the still shots and stuff, even how like his gun was allegedly, one of the officers had already retrieved it before the shots start going off. And he wasn't like pointing his weapon or brandishing it. I've been to a protest armed 2 times. I didn't get shot. There's a lot of Texans out there protesting who were armed. Didn't get shot. I think you're allowed to. It's like your God-given right, your Second Amendment, your constitutional right you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to bear arms. You're allowed to go to a protest. You're not shooting up the place. You're not doing anything. I don't think that was in my opinion, I just don't think it was a clean shot, especially if the weapon was off of him, retrieved by one of the officers. If that is correct and that's exactly what happened, it was a bad shot.
Nah, I couldn't agree with you more, Nick. I think at the end of the day, let's go to the footage 11 days prior when he did kick out the officer's tailpipe. They showed a video and he was armed that day. I don't think based on them roughing him up and then leaving him on the ground, I don't think that they saw or knew that he had a weapon on him.
Okay.
But on the day that he was killed, to your point, he had never touched his weapon. He never reached for it. And the officer took it from him and screamed out, gun, gun, gun. And that's when they, executed that man.
You get in trouble for that overseas. Like, if a guy, there's been many homes, we've blew open the door, put a C4 charge on it, go inside of a house, and there's an AK-47 by someone's bedside. And he gets up, or he's looking at it, he didn't touch it, you can't shoot him. That's a bad shot. You get in big trouble for that. But the minute he goes and grabs that rifle, or whatever he has, and we have that little split-second agreement on mutual combat, my life or yours, then yeah, you're 100%. But his hand wasn't on the weapon. He didn't brandish it. He didn't point it at anybody. Let's just not forget, not too long ago, there was a whole kid who did the shoplifting thing, and the gun didn't go off. He didn't get murked for it. I mean, the rules of engagement need to be universal, especially when it comes to law enforcement. Otherwise, I would be shot the next time I get whatever, because I'm always armed. I don't think that I should be killed because I'm simply armed or whatever. I'm not provoking anything. I can agitate all the fuck I want. But the minute that pistol comes out or whatever I have comes out, then yeah, it's a mutual agreement to the death. Neither of those things happened with him, so I call it a bad shot. And the fact that the government went up on the news right after that Didn't even do a thorough investigation and already start putting out the propaganda. It's wild.
Oh no, it's 100% wild. And you know, for the record, I'm 1,000,000% with you. You know, I watched that video like all of us many times. They showed it in stop frames. It's one thing if that man had reached for his weapon. It's one
Yeah.
thing if he had in any way, shape, or form touched it. He didn't. You know, he literally didn't.
Yeah.
And paid for it with his life just for
Yeah.
having it.
Yep. Wild state of affairs in America.